What's up, guys? Welcome back to All Purpose Builds.
Part 3 of the Blue Integra rebuild.
As you can see, it's right there behind us. So, last time, what did we do?
We did the radiator stays. We installed the shifter cables. We started messing with the fuel system. The hybrid racing kit that we had ordered didn't work, so we're going to use that for another project down the road. We buttoned up the suspension last time too.
Yeah, just the calipers aren't on.
Yeah, so we just got to do the rear calipers. And we hooked everything up, ran the harness back into the cabin. Still have to connect that in there. But this time around, we can come right over here. I placed an order from JB Tune for the fuel line tuck kit. I got the fuel pressure regulator mounting point, and the gauge I had was a little beat. I just placed an order on a new gauge for the K-tuned fuel rail. So we're going to be working on that today. Trying to get the car honestly started today, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure if we'll get it started, but we definitely want to do the suspension today. We want to undercoat the car.
We're going to paint the calipers.
And so we're going to do all the suspension is going to be done today.
That way the car, if need be, could be on the ground, run e-brake cables, finish up the suspension, put the fuel system on, add coolant to the system just so we have it, check oil. Anything we need a lift for, we're trying to get done today. We're still going to have to lift. It's just in case.
Yeah. Yeah, so we're going to basically just try to work from the bottom up, try to finish everything from the bottom up, because obviously the wheel wells are going to need some time to dry up. So before we put everything, we obviously want to put everything on by the end of the night. So we're going to do that first, take that apart so we could paint that and let that dry as we work on the other parts of the car. Since they won't really be in our way or stop us from working on other stuff. Yeah, so I guess let's get to it. Let's get to it.
Guys, time for an update. The 4 wheel wells are undercoated, so we can bring it up real quick. We didn't remove the lines that still has tape on it, but
this looks like so much better. We should have done before and afters.
Yeah, honestly. But even the back, my brother did the back.
Yeah, there's some light spots you can tell, like right here.
Yeah, we'll touch that up in a second.
There.
Just because it was lighter than everything else.
Yeah, because it was all white, so anything that was white or had a little bit of, you know, surface rust, we just kind of hit again.
Yeah.
So
then we can see this side. We already bolted the camber kit back on, but it's a little light. We were doing it without the light with us, but we're just touching these things up.
yeah.
And up front, these were all done pretty much.
Yeah, the front looks real good. Wow.
It's the most noticeable part was the front, but you see how I missed this whole area?
Oh yeah. Yeah, once you put light on it, it looks way different.
And then right here too is a little light, but hey,
yeah. Before we started this clip, we were pretty impressed.
Yeah.
Now we're gonna have to touch up a couple spots, but
that's the process of
you know, and we've never done this before, so this is crazy.
It's beautiful. I honestly am impressed. I didn't think it was going to be such a good result, especially with not knowing how it was going to go was the most alarming part for us, and we were just talking about it before we started. But
what did we use?
I threw mine out,
We
but
used
we use 3M professional grade rubberized undercoating. See,
for anybody that needs it, 3M.
Yeah. Easy to spray on. I guess you just have to.
It lays on real thick.
Lighting,
yeah, it lays on real thick, and then you know you do coat. So we did a very thick coat at first, just to like cover all the areas, and then you know now we're just looking at it with the light, and we can see where we kind of light we're a little light on it.
Tip of advice is you definitely have to get 3 cans to do this, because
because like we said, we did like very like heavy coats to begin with. And now that we're looking back at it, like he went through his whole can, and I have a little bit left, but he did a way bigger area. Like, look, it's just this whole front, like front section he did, which looks real good.
Yeah,
I mean, you know, maybe I'll put like a comparing contrast, like a before and after, based on like our last videos.
Yeah. Either way, we're gonna let this dry. We're not gonna touch this right now, just because to let it cure a little better, and we're gonna lower the car, move on to the fuel setup and the engine bay.
And we didn't last time. We said we were gonna do the grounds, and we never did it. So we got to do the grounds today too.
I have the ground kit. Yep.
Yeah. So all right, let's get to it.
Alrighty.
Update time. It's a good one, right?
Yeah, sure. I broke the bolt in the RBC manifold. So we changed the injectors off cameras with the RDX injectors. Upon putting them on, it was loose. So instead of taking the rail off and seeing what was the difference, I just continued to tighten it, because with the TSX injectors, it's secured properly. And it's not that big of a deal. I have one of my friends off camera come and just extract it, or with a reverse drill bit. We don't have one right now. But we're just gonna move forward. We're just gonna we're mocking everything up today, because I didn't bring my AN wrench. So we're gonna mock everything up, run everything. So we just have to go back and tighten up fittings. So we're gonna tighten up all the fittings when we come back. This is the JB tuned fuel line kit. I don't think it's a tuck kit, but it just goes over the top.
Yeah. So plan is we're just gonna, like you said, we're just gonna hand tighten everything, just so you know, we're not gonna prime the fuel, obviously, because then it'll be a whole different mess. So we're just gonna hand tighten everything and go on to probably put up the suspension, just because we're done with that.
So we're gonna mock everything up here right now. So when we put the car up, we could just do suspension and put the wheels on permanently.
Yeah, we're gonna get right to it. All right, guys.
What's up, guys? What's up?
So it was a really late day, like really late. We got a lot done. Unfortunately, somebody keeps leaving the AN adjustment wrench at the garage, so we haven't been able to finish the fuel line.
Also got to buy a pipeline cutter just to do a nice cut on that line.
Yeah, so the fuel guy, you want to drop the car?
Yeah.
So the fuel fuel lines are just
We ended up doing our own thing.
yeah, we kind of like we had the one that we did from I know we fixed
used
that
all
one
the
based
stuff.
on
Yeah,
another
we
fit.
just
We just had to change the fitting off of one of the lines so it worked better. But because I think he didn't notice, or I don't know what happened, but it said this is the passenger side strut tower fuel kit. So obviously he's running the fuel regulator on the
I'm running it on the passenger
on the driver's side.
On the driver's side, yeah.
So you know, it wasn't that much of a deal. It's just this stays the same here. This line stays the same. That was the only line that changed underneath.
This bottom one, yeah.
And then the top one, yeah.
The return line changed. The feed line is the same. We just gotta make this. I butchered it before, so I just gotta make a nice clean cut on that. Slide it over, tighten it. We have the fitting for the AN line. I put everything away. We're gonna do that. This car is honestly, we have one solid whole day worth of recording left.
Yeah. Also, when our GoPro died, we were recording the doors. We were taking care of the doors.
I had a very annoying problem with this door, especially where if I went to open it, it was the door. So I thought it was a bad door check. It ended up being a loose door check. But it doesn't make noise anymore. That's good. No rattling from the doors. We bind everything up. We mirrored. Yeah, so the parts door, we just mirrored it. So as I was taking something off, I put everything back exactly where it went. All the clips, everything.
Yeah. So today, we finally got able to do the non-suspend. Well, we like leveled up the suspension because for some reason all four corners were at 4 different heights. So we also this undercoating looks super nice. Like now that it's definitely dry, it leveled out. It's nice and flat. It looks even.
Some areas are.
Yeah, we didn't touch it up, but maybe we will when we get back to it because we still have to drop. We may be doing wheels and new wheel setup on this. We're not sure yet, but
You can't really see it because it's dark, but this is.
yeah, it landed really flat.
Off camera looks pretty good.
Yeah. So we did
Yeah, I'm probably gonna order some fender liners for this car. To be honest, I don't know if it's gonna stay with the stock wheels or aftermarket wheels. We have to test fit the wheels that we have for this car.
Yeah.
I don't want anything too aggressive on this car because it looks really good.
right. So calipers still need it. We were having a hard time finding calipers. I think we may just refurbish them.
I started cleaning this off. You can still see the scaling in it from the corrosion and everything. I'll bring it up close. But it cleaned up decently.
Yeah.
So I think we're just gonna do the same run with this one. This one actually cleaned up nicer in the back. Check it. So we're just gonna probably wire wheel these calipers just to get some of the corrosion off. Give us somewhere to paint cleanly on, and just paint them silver. They're just gonna go silver.
Yeah, the front ones here too. They need to get cleaned out. Because I think
They overheated.
you guys ever like play like Forza or like any like racing game where like you hit the brakes and then like the rotors turn red? He was doing the same thing. About to take an exit and his brakes are like heartbeat red.
Yeah.
His rotors. So that was pretty cool. I mean, it looked pretty cool. Obviously, it wasn't good. We left the car behind anyways. But yes, we'll coat these very nicely because these are not rusted at all. They're surface rust because the heat ate through the coating that was on there originally. So yeah,
I'm also gonna order pads and rotors just to have a good set of brakes on this car. But that's car's coming to very, very close to completion.
All right, guys. So that's it for today.
Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, and make sure you follow us on social media at
All Purpose Builds. It's a wrap.